Good evening, bienvenue, Hoshkel Denise, August, Kate, Mila, Walsh. Welcome to tonight's Saturday stream. I hope you are doing fantastic. So who do we have in the house? We got lots of people in tonight. Great to see you, great. Lots of chat happening there. Great to see that indeed. If you are brand new here, and there are one or two brand new faces, welcome to tonight's Saturday stream. I am your host, David Walsh, and I am here to answer your questions to help you grow your YouTube channel, not just in 2021, because we've only got a few days left in this year, but also in the 2022s. So let me know where you is from and where in the world you is from too. And if you are new, put in hashtag new so I can celebrate that. And if you are a hashtag repeat, you know what to do. Who do we have? Ian Hollandsworth goes, yo, yo, yo. It's almost time for ho, ho, ho. Indeed it is. So great to see you, Ian. Great to see you indeed. We have Swervin Mervin in the house. Hashtag repeat. And of course, Swervin Mervin was the winner of the wireless microphone last Saturday stream, which is winging its way to him right now. So you should receive that very, very soon, just in time for Crimbo. Pineapple BGB. Hashtag repeat. Great to see you, Pineapples. Who else do we have? We have BH Tube Ethiopia. Hello from Ethiopia. Well, hello to you too. Great to have you along this evenings. And we have, if I can read this correctly, Porlos Pelos. I'm taking that might be Greek. If not, it's something weird. Well, welcome to you all the way from Texas. Love the place indeedy. Great to have you along. Who else is in the house? Barry O'Farrick is in the house. All the way from sunny Scotland, even though it's dark here. It's still sunny in Scotland. Dream Official Fan is asking, how are you, David, based on Christmas? I don't understand the question. Based on Christmas, what does that got to do with anything? We're in December, I know, we're coming up to Christmas. How am I based on Christmas? I don't know. I don't know. Anyway, who do we have? Who else do we have? We have Xylent Jean says, hi. And hi to you. Okay. Okay, so Swervin Mervin says this giveaway mic just arrived yesterday. Thank you so much for that one. You are very, very welcome. Well done, Swervin Mervin. Okie dokie. So we're going to get into your questions in a second. Miss Mayhem is all the way from England. Okay. Zwan Hardy family. Well, hello, all the way from Malaysia. Well, thank you very much for joining me. Up late and joining us all the way from Malaysia. Okay. And if you now we're going to celebrate. Well, we're going to celebrate your wins. How many subscribers have you grown in the last week? Or if you are hashtag new, let us know the size of your channel, and we will celebrate it. Yes, we will. And while we wait for that, Miss Mayhem says, by the way, I don't want to win a giveaway. No, of course not. Fit, Fab, and Fickle. Good to see you. Good to see you too, Fit, Fab, and Fickles. Dream fan says, do you know extension? No, I don't. Okay. Silent Jeans, all the way from New York, the Big Apple. Hey, I'm walking here. Great to see you indeed. Por Pelos is 260,000. Well, congratulations to you. Well done indeed. Well done indeed. Great figure indeed. So you've got your silver play button and well on your way to half a million. Nice one indeed. Miss Mayhem. I've got 235 subscribers. I got like 20 in the past week. Well, congratulations to you. Congratulations indeed. Swervin Marvin, 3 subs this week, 103.93. Well done, you. Dream Official Fan says, if I have 9, how do I get to 1 million? You get 999,981 more. That's how. Los Pelos got 260,000 subscribers in 6 months. Well done, you indeed. We gotta check out that channel, ladies and gentlemen. Check him out. He's doing something right. And Miss Mayhem says, Merry Christmas, ho, 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 everybody. I gotta get some Christmas jingle things, sound effects now, don't I? Okie dokie. Zwan Hardy family hit 2.4 thousand. Well done, you. Well done, you. Indeed, well done. Very nice indeed. All the way in Malaysia. Okie dokie. Okie doke. So, while we're waiting for a few more to come through, what are your questions? Let me know in the comments area. And don't ask me name the usual question, how do we get more subscribers, how do we get more views, that sort of thing, because if you do, I've got an answer for you. But ask me more specific questions to your YouTube channel. What challenges do you want answered that you just can't find anywhere else? Pop those questions into the chat area and I will get answers for you. Okie dokie. Dream of fan is in the way Chicago, Illinois. Well, nice. And Miss Mayhem is singing to us all, jingle bells, jingle all the way. Yes, indeed. Ian says, I've got 57 subs, but not pushing it just for students of classes for martial arts. So if you want to check out some martial arts stuff, check out Ian's channel. It's well worth the watch. Fit, Fab, and Fickle, straight in with the question, says, what is a good thumbnail app? Well, we use Photoshop, which is basically the top photo app, bar none. Now, there are a number of other apps out there. There's GIMP if you want a free app. Don't know if it is Mac compatible. It's definitely Windows compatible. If you are on a desktop or laptop or something like that. There are a number of other apps available. And I will, in the new year, I'm actually going to be doing both mobile apps, desktop apps for that sort of thing. So I will have a much better answer for you then. But we use Photoshop. It is the best one out there. I know a lot of people use Canva. I'm not a fan of Canva because you cannot get the real good thumbnails with Canva. If you want to do a stock look and feel template thing, then Canva is good, and they do have a free version. So that's quite good in that respect. But I said GIMP is also another photo editing app that you can use that isn't in line with Photoshop. And I'm sure there's plenty of people popping in other, yes, Ian's just said Canva. Yeah, yes, Canva is one, but again, I'm not. If you want to get really good thumbnails, you need to use Photoshop, bar none, because there's no top YouTuber using Canva on their thumbnails. They're all using Photoshop. Simple as. So you might not be able to afford it. It is about £10 a month or something just to use Photoshop. If you have the budget, I would highly recommend it. Now, I've been using Photoshop since 1995, so that's way before some of you were born. I know this Saturday stream. So I have been using it for a while, and I don't even use, I would say, probably about 50% of its capability. But what I do use do create fantastic thumbnails. And I will be doing more thumbnail design stuff in the new year as well. We've got a whole new library of content coming out for you to create better thumbnails, better software, what software to use, etc. So 2022 is going to be very exciting regarding the videos that we create on here. But answer your question back, Fit, Fab, and Fickle. If you're stuck for something and want to get something nice and templatey out there, then Canva's good to go. If you want something a bit more custom, I would recommend GIMP. It is absolutely free. And then when you can afford the upgrade, or if you want to get really in and creating great thumbnails, then Photoshop is the way to go. So thank you very much for that. Okay, so Miss Mayhem in. Okay, so Miss Mayhem says, should I stick to one topic on my YouTube channel or lots of different ones? That is a very good question. That is a very, very, very good question. So what I would recommend is pick one, maybe two topics that you are really passionate about, and that your friends and people you hang with are passionate about and would watch videos on. Then do that for probably about 2, maybe 3 months to see how they work. And during that time, you can test one other topic, have an experimental topic, introduce a video about that, see how that goes. Maybe you might want to do 2 or 3 of those videos, maybe 4. But you'll get a gauge of how those other topics do on your channel, especially after 3, I would say. So pick 2 topics, maybe 1 if you just want to stick with one, and then experiment with a second, or 2 topics and experiment with a third. Because what you might find is that your initial topic that you want to have on your YouTube channel might not do as well as maybe your experimental one. If you look at Mr. Beast, he started out as a gamer and stuff like that, but now his whole channel is about challenges, really, and React videos. So it's very different from where he started. So experiment with different topics. Now, what you want to make sure is that you give, if you make a change or when you make a change to the topics that you have in your channel, is to give it time for your audience or for YouTube to push your videos out to other people. If you're changing topics every other week, you're not going to have enough time to find out what sticks. So basically, you're throwing spaghetti at the wall and see what works, and it ain't going to happen that way. So give it time, give it about 2 to 3 months on a particular topic. If it falls flat in its face in the first month and there's just zero traction with it, then you have permission to change. But if you're getting the same views or a little bit more than your other topics, then try it for a bit longer and see how that goes. You might find that that experimental topic might actually blow up your channel. So there you go. So a very simple question, but a very good one indeed. Okay, so Eran is asking, do you have a recommendation on how to be efficient with scripting a video? Yes. Batch script your videos and batch record your videos is the number one thing you need to do. So if you are scripting videos, spend a day scripting videos. So in that day, you might get 5, you might get 10. Well, you'll probably only get 10. Well, you might. You might get 4 or 8 videos out in that script writing session. So just focus on writing scripts on that day. So and then what you want to do is then batch create your videos. So you spend a day or 2 recording those videos, and then you'll spend a day editing those videos. And that's the most efficient way that you're going to be with your content creation. So if you are doing one video a week and you create 8 videos, then that's 2 months worth of content. Or if you're doing 2 videos per week, then you've got a month's worth of content, and then just lather, rinse, repeat. Just do it over and over. And the more you do that and focus on just doing that, the more efficient you will get, the easier you will get, it will become for you, especially in the script writing process, where you'll know your formula even. You'll know your formula that works, and then you'll just go ba, 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 and then you'll be able to map out your script very, very quickly, and then it'll be second nature to you. Then once you have that process down, when your team grows and your channel grows, then you can bring someone else in to do that for you, and you'll have your format laid out. So you might be ways off that, but get is just basically focus on your script in a day or half a day or a weekend or whatever you want to do. But when you're doing that, just do that. Don't do write a script, make a video. Write a script, make a video. Write a script, make a video. It's do 4 video scripts, 4 scripts, 4 videos, or 6 scripts, 6 videos. That's how you become very, very efficient. When you do one thing, then go to the next and the next, it's not very efficient. When you focus on just doing one thing numerous times, then you become very, very efficient. Because when you're doing 1, 2 scripts, when you get to the 3rd and the 4th one, they're going to come out very, very easy. When you get to the 5th and 6th one, it's just going to pop out. So there you go, is how you become very efficient with that. Okay, so Paulos says, I don't use shorts. Got any suggestions? If you want to use shorts, then do a separate channel, because the viewer who views shorts is very different from the viewer who views long form content. Now, you've got 260,000 subscribers in 6 months. So your viewer, those 260,000 subscribers, aren't necessarily going to watch your shorts if you put them on the same channel. Now, they could watch your shorts, like 50,000 of them might watch your shorts if you put them on a separate channel. And for you, that's a good idea, because you've got a lot of traction in a short space of time. So starting a second channel, a second shorts channel might be a good idea for you if you want to do that. Now, I'm not saying you should. You're doing phenomenally well with what you're doing already, so just keep doing that. If you want to experiment with shorts, experiment on the second channel. Do not put it on your current channel, because the viewer, for one, is very different from the viewer for the other. And how shorts are fed, again, is very different from how long-form content is fed. So hope that helps. Okay. Uh, a totally off topic question. Do you know any of these Christmas songs? Yes, I do. So that answers that. Miss Mayhem says, I recommend Thumbnail Maker. It's very simple but good and it keeps me going. Good for you. Okie dokie. Uh, Zwan Hardy says Photoshop is the best. Yes, it is. I use Photoshop for all my thumbnails. There you go. Mervyn says 1995. I was born in 2007. As I said, a lot of people are on here who I've been using this more than they've been alive. Uh, uh, okay. Uh, 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 Going through questions. Okay, so Miss Mayhem has a follow-up question or statement. Thanks for the information. I made like 5 videos the other day about different topics, and it was an experiment to see which got the most. The ones that won are art and pets. Well, there you go. Pets definitely. Any sort of animal type of thing is going to be quite successful. So yeah, be interested to see how your art one works out. Now, try and make them tie together is what I would recommend. Because your viewer for your art was probably very different than the one for your pets. Unless you're doing the painting your art thing and your pet is sitting in your lap and whatever, and you're going for a walk looking for a location to paint or whatever you're doing, and you're bringing the dog for a walk at the same time, and you're putting your dog in the picture. So if you can tie the both together, great. If they're separate, that's where you might have a disconnect with your viewer. When you put up an art video, and then the next week you put up a pets video, and then there might be a disconnect for them. So if you can tie both together, fantastic. Uh, okay, so Miss Mayhem says, how many YouTube channels would you recommend to have? I have like 17. I would recommend starting one, getting one successful, and then when you have one successful, you start another one. That's what I would recommend. Okie dokie. Marvin says, did you know Mr. Beast recreated the Squid Games? Yes, and it's 146 million in 9 days. It was the sixth most popular bid of other his most popular one a year ago. Yes, I do know. He's breaking all sorts of records. Spent 3.5 million on that, and got it sponsored, and is no doubt probably made about 10 million from it so far. Okay. And Aaron says, thank you for the helpful answer on the scripting process. I'll follow that recommendation. Good. Do come back and let us know how it goes on for you. Okay. Ian says, I'm in the Wrinkly Group, 1970. Yes, indeed. Oh, and we've got another 1970, baby. All these 70s kids. All those 70s kids. Poros Velos, 1970 as well. Good Lord, I feel like a spring chicken at 1973. Okay. Now, okay, best niches for getting highest click-through rate. Pick one. It's not about the niche is going to get you the highest click-through rate. It's about your content. And you doing very great content. That's what's going to get you a high click-through rate. Because it doesn't make a difference what niche you're in. It does in a way, but yeah, find out what you're passionate about. There's no point in making content for a particular niche you have zero passion about. So get a niche that you would absolutely love to create content around, that has a high volume of views, that there are plenty of people in that space making great content and getting millions and billions of views. Start there is what I would recommend. Great questions tonight. Thank you very much. Okay. Miss Mayhem says maybe I should do tutor channels for both of my topics. Maybe you should. If your art is very different from your pets, then yeah, your art's viewer is going to be very is could be very different from your pet's one. Now, they could love both, and that crossover is going to be smaller than people who just love art and people who just love pets. So, yeah, it might be an idea. Since you have 17, cut it down to 2. Okie dokie. By the way, I don't have a dog. I have rats, mice, fish, and a cat. How does the rats get on with the cat and the mice? Yeah, that's probably great content right there. How your cat plays with the rat and the mice. And they all chase the fish. There you go. You can take your cat for walks. There's actually leads for cats, so you could try that now. Taking a rat for a walk, that would be interesting. And that would be very interesting indeed. Okay. Next question. Okay. So, Dream Official Fan says, I have 9 subs in the last 2 days. Should I make more vids or should I make more shorts? Which one brought in the views? Which one brought in your subscribers? Do that. Short term, the shorts will probably work out for you, but again, you have to realize that your shorts viewer is going to be different from your long form video viewer. So I don't know what content you're creating. If you're doing video game content, then your videos could be up to 3 hours long. So somebody who watches a video for 43 seconds isn't necessarily going to watch a video for 3 hours or live stream for 3 hours. So pick which one you would prefer to do. Go with that. Okay, so Miss Mayhem says, how do you start a new YouTube channel? You go to my video on how to start a new YouTube channel. Just the same way as you started your current channel. Put up content. You need to be uploading on a consistent, regular basis. I would recommend one video a week. If you can't do that, then one every other week. Worst case scenario is one video a month, but just let your audience know how often you will be uploading. That's key to getting them to come back and wanting to view more of your content. So, and just upload on a regular, consistent basis. Do they live in separate rooms? They live in separate channels. Now, if you film in a separate room, that's up to you. But you can create a second channel on your existing YouTube account. Again, I've got videos on this YouTube channel, which you can go and check out. So do that because I ain't walking through that process right. Okay. So Zwan Hardy says, is it good to chat or just put music in a video? It depends on the video. It depends on what your audience is looking for. If you are, and again, it depends on what you're doing. If it's B-roll, then music might work best, or a voiceover. You're going to have to test and find out, basically, is what I would recommend. Like when you say chat, be a bit more specific. Let me know in the chat area what specifically you have in mind, and then I can give you a better answer for that. Okay, so Ian is asking, doing videos for martial arts, best distance to start recording, close or full body? It depends on the technique. If you're doing kicks, then it's probably better at full body. I would recommend if you can get 2 cameras, like 2 phones, which isn't that difficult, have one that's full body, which is your zoomed out shot. And then you have another one that is, if you're doing blocks and punches and stuff, then that is your close-up shot. Now, if you can only use one camera or one phone, and it is an iPhone or a relatively new camera phone, then film in 4K and edit in 1080p. Because then you have a much bigger canvas, and then you can zoom in basically to your body shot, film it in full height, and then you can zoom right into the body shot or the legs or your feet, your stance, etc. That's what I would do. Worst case scenario, I would look at getting two phones, 2 cameras, if you can. But if you can't, then film it definitely on your phone, 4K, and then edit in 1080p or even 720p if you want to go down to that. It will give you more bigger canvas to play with. So yes, you do need both if you're going to get good detail on your instructional videos, because you'll see a lot of like full body shot videos. They don't get the detail on where your foot is or how you're bend your knee and block out your leg if you're doing kicks, or how to punch, block, etc. You want that close-up shot, and again, storyboard it out so that you can see what shots you need. And it could be that you do one run through full body, then another run through is of the upper body, but at a different angle. Hope that helps. Okie dokie. Dream official fan says, "Do you recently need 10,000 subs to go live stream?" No, you need zero subs. Zero subs. You can stream straight away. If you are going from your mobile phone, then I have a video on how to use Prism Live Studio that will bypass the need for 1,000 subs on your channel to go live. Or if you're using your desktop computer or laptop, whatever, then you don't need anything. Well, you can use Prism Live Studio Windows app for that too, or OBS or anything like that. But you need zero subs, zero subs. So yes. Okay. Miss Mayhem with a slightly controversial statement. I would say find trending things people do that you would like to do, and then copy their ideas. I got 2,000 views from doing that. Can, it can work, yes, but it's not sustainable. Is the thing? It's not sustainable. You can get people who join you for that particular thing, but if you sort of veer slightly with your content, then again, there's going to be a disconnect from what they came in looking at and what you create on a regular, consistent basis. Now, so if it's in line with your content, I would definitely recommend it. You can take advantage of trending topics. But if it is not, and you're sort of tweaking things to fit this round peg in a square hole, then it can backfire on you. So you need to be very careful with that. Miss Mayhem says the animals live in separate rooms. Of course they do, because you can't have the fish living with the rat. Good Lord, no. Or the cat with the rat in the house. That would be just plain bonkers. Okay. Vishal. Vishal 2.0. Says, I have always this doubt about YouTube. Like, if I want to make it as a full-time earning source and put a lot of hard work in, will YouTube be there in the next 10 years? I guarantee you, YouTube will be there in the next 10 years. It will be there longer than probably a lot of the other platforms are out there. Who knows where TikTok will be in 5 years, let alone 10 years. Like, we've had so many video platforms come and go in a short space of time. A couple of years ago, Vine was a thing. But that disappeared, and so many other platforms as well. So yes, YouTube will be around, just like the Googles will be around. They isn't going anywhere. So, and the thing is as well, is that like Vine, when that closed down, a lot of them jumped over to YouTube. So if YouTube closes down, there's going to be another platform that you can take advantage of. Simple as. So yes, I would say YouTube's will be around the next thing. Okie dokie. Okay. So Swan Hardy says, I watch a lot of videos, need to talk a lot more than music to gain more views. Now, if you, like, from your name, I take it that you are a family orientated channel, then talking on camera would definitely help rather than just having background music. So yes, for you, from where I think this conversation with you is going, yes, I would recommend talking to your audience more, because that's how they connect with you. rather than just putting music in and there's no connection. So explaining how you're feeling, what you're doing, where you're going, etc., what's happened with the kids, what's happened with the dog, the parrot, the mouse, the cat, the fish, the rat, those sort of things. So yes, explaining, letting people know what's happening will definitely help you immediately. Ian says, two cameras possible, phones 4K. Thanks. You're welcome. You're welcome indeed. Just make sure that they're all on a tripod. Okie dokie. Okay. Okay. So, I've been seeing some YouTubers take their short video and post it as a story. It's because it don't show how many people like or subs count. Okay. Whatever works. And again, it's one of those things that people will test out to see if it works, gets them a bit more traction. So you can try it if you want. Okie dokie. Mervyn says Vine is dead. Yes, Vine died a long time ago. Vine died a very long time ago. That's why we have the Jake Pauls and the Logan Pauls now, because they came from Vine. Okay. Okay. Okie dokie. So I am Deshaun says, how do I get views on my YouTube shirts or shorts? Let's go shorts for this one. YouTube shorts. One is viral, but the rest are not. Um, is the rest of your content similar to your first one? Um, if not, then creating similar content would be the thing to do. If they are similar, then I there's a number of things. Again, you got to look at your titles, you got to look at your hook, the first couple of seconds of your video, stuff like that. Because if you just created content that's similar to the one that went viral, but it doesn't have the same hook and elements to it, if it's just a copycat, then that's the reason why it may not have, you won't get as many views on it. Test a number of things is what you need to do. There's no one thing why they didn't work. There's probably a number of things. So test different things on there and see how they perform. That's all you really can do. Uh, 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 okay, okay. Miss Mayhem says, what's the most trending topic? Squid Games right now. Well, Mr. Beast is probably one of the most trending topics right now. So look at what's in the news, look at what's on TV, look at what's working on YouTube. Go to youtube.com/trends. That will tell you what's trending right now. So, and again, that's a very, you want to be cautious with it, again, as I said before, because just because it's trending doesn't mean that it's going to help your YouTube channel. Okay. Interesting question. Vishal says, do different locations of people living in different countries watching your content affect your click-through rate? Absolutely not. Your content and your thumbnail and your title is what affects click-through rate. Now, people living in different countries affects how much money you earn from YouTube, but it doesn't affect the click-through rate. Unless, well, okay, let me rewind a little bit. Unless there are certain customs in certain countries that people would not click on that video because click on that thumbnail because the video is offensive to them. That might be a reason why certain countries might not click through it. But if it's normal gamer stuff that is viewed by pretty much every country around the world, then no, it won't affect click through rate really. It's your thumbnail and your title are the big things are affecting your click through rate. So, Dream Official says, I can't stream on Streamlabs any other way. Yes, check out Prism Live Studio. I have a boatload of videos on that on this YouTube channel. Check it out. You can do it on your phone for free. The software is free forever. They will not charge you for anything. So check that out. Okay, so Zwan Hardy ask which one is more important, visual or sound? Sound is actually that bit more important. Now, it depends on obviously your video and stuff like that. If it is a very visual thing, then visuals need to be more uh, better. I would say do the best you can with both. But if you have crappy sound on a great video, that's not going to help your viewer appreciate your video. If you have great sound and an okay visual, you'll probably get more views. Well, you probably get a longer average view duration, but I would recommend doing the best you can on both. And if one isn't as good as it should be, then work on improving that. Is what I would recommend. Great questions tonight. Thank you very much. Miss Mayhem says Squid Games is kind of dying. It's probably on the lower trajectory now that everyone on the dog has watched it on Netflix's. Um, I wouldn't suspect there will be many more videos coming out because Mr. Beast has done his Squid Game video, and that's sort of anyone who comes out with a Squid Game type video like that is just going to be a copycat. So any of those guys who were planning their Squid Games videos are just going to go, not doing that anymore. And anyone who does do it now will just be seen as a copycat. So yeah, it's probably not going to be. But that doesn't mean that there won't be Squid Games references in content. So there you go. Okie dokie. Mervin says, are you going to eat chicken tonight? I am not, in fact. I am actually fasting all the way through to tomorrow. So no food for me at all. None whatsoever. Gonna have chicken tomorrow. But no chicken for me tonight. Okie dokie. Okie dokie. Thea Games 10 says, taking a break from uploading and looking to upload in the around Christmas. Well, good for you. Good for you. Missy Mayhem says, how do you do like the videos to click on the it's called an end screen, which you add in your YouTube studio. That's basically it. Add an end screen. Okie dokie. Vishal says, do you recommend buying courses to learn to grow your YouTube channel? I do. I bought them in the past. So absolutely, if it will help you grow your channel, then yes, it is. Pineapple B says giveaway. We will be looking at a giveaway. Now, actually, here's a question for you. I have for you. Now, would you prefer a number of giveaways, individual giveaways? So we've got a number of things to give away. So do you want one giveaway per Saturday stream, or would you like one big giveaway Saturday stream where we give away everything on the single screen? Let me know in the chat area what you prefer, because I'm playing with the idea of doing a mega giveaway Saturday stream to give away all the things in the one go versus doing them individually. So let me know. Let me know what you would like. Pineapple says per Saturday stream, one giveaway per Saturday stream. What else? What else? What else? That's two people's. That's two peeps. Okay. Okay. So let me know what else you think. Let me think. Okay, so we got two people saying one per Saturday stream. Interesting. Okay, so we will see. We will see. I'm still toying with the idea of one big giveaway. So yes. dokie. So Ian says, switch the camera to 4K, but video frame rate should be 30 frames per second or auto, but it doesn't say what auto is. It's going to change depending on the light, is what it's going to do. So it's going to mess around. I would recommend, in fact, not 30, but 25. Well, in fact, for you, if you're going to do slow-mo stuff, then if you can do 60 frames per second, or even if you can do 120 frames per second, I would recommend doing that, because the higher the frame rate is, the more frames you're going to get, obviously. The more data you're going to have, and the better it looks when you do slow-mo. So if you can do 60 or 120, I would recommend that. If not, then 30 or 25. Okie dokie. Okay, so Angel Akir Vlogs says, my channel have so many ads, but it's not monetized yet. Is it good or bad? It is good. And I'll give you the reason why. Because YouTube deems that your content is good enough to put ads on. So when you come to get monetized, it's going to be a no-brainer for them to monetize your YouTube channel, put you in the YouTube partner program so that you can get some moolah from Mr. YouTube. So it is a good thing for you, and you will also get more views as well, because YouTube knows that your content is good enough to put ads on, so they're going to push your content out to all. So it is a good thing. Okie dokie. Ian has a follow-up. Says, I'll try 50 frames per second, but it might not offer at 1080. If you've got a phone that's in the last year or two, then I would say it's going to go down to 1080 if you bring it up to 120 frames per second. I think you could go up to 60 frames per second at 4K. Most camera phones these days support that. Validate. Do you have experience with WhatsApp video on computer? How to switch the browser to an external cam for WhatsApp? I don't. I don't. Mervyn says, when are you going to post your video? I was, in fact, hoping to do some this week, but I was away in Ireland over the weekend, so I just didn't get the opportunity. We will be posting new content, fingers crossed, next week. I've got a load of stuff to give away. I'm not going to tell you what it is, because then I'll spoil the surprise. So yeah, I've got to get videos done of those reviews, so then I can give them away. So yeah, we'll be getting content as quickly as possible, because I want to get it all done before Christmas, so I get them to you in time for Christmas. Ho ho ho! Miss me says, if someone's hating your channel, should you do a video kind of like based on it? You can do. I've actually had that conversation with a number of people recently, about where there's trolls on their videos and stuff like this, and how to handle it. Should people delete those comments and blah blah blah. For me personally, what I would do is like a bean tweets type video, is take all of those hateful comments and whatevers, and just do a video about it, and answer them. And if they say something that could be remotely true, it's like, yeah, you're probably right. I am like that. Something like that, and just make light of it. Not necessarily make fun of it, but make light of it. That you're self-deprecating. That you're saying, yeah. Well, I can be like that. You should see me when I don't get enough food in the morning. Blah blah blah. That sort of thing. Then it sort of takes all the wind out of their sails, and then they have nowhere to go, because you're going, yeah, you're right, whatever. So yeah, you could do that. Oh, Kadoki Owen, thank you very much. Angelica Dicker, thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Where's that from? What is JPY? Oh, Japanese yen. Oh, thank you very much. Interesting indeed. First time we've had a First time I've had a Japanese super chat. Well, thank you very much. Thank you very much indeed. So yes, uh, thank you. Yes, all of our super chats go to charity. They go to North London Hospice, who took care of my wife, passed away a couple of months ago. They did a phenomenal job with that. So yes, your contribution will be going to the North London Hospice. So thank you very much, Angelique here. Angelique here. Hopefully, I haven't butchered your name. Arigato. Arigato. Indeed. Okay. Marvin says it's £6. Well, it's still better than nothing. So thank you very much for that. Okay. Okay. So, yes, we were. Um, so yeah, Ian is talking about. I've got a Huawei P90 P30 Pro. We're going to upgrade. It does have a great camera. I haven't used it, but I've heard phenomenal things about the camera on that. If you are upgrading and considering the iPhone 13, I would recommend it. The video camera on that is quite good compared to the 12 Pro. I think it's pretty much the same, but when you take photographs, that's when it comes into its own. The photography camera on the 13, which this one is here, is phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal. I've had the 12 Pro and the 13 Pro, and the camera option on there is fantastic. I will be doing more videos with this phone in the new year. I'll be doing a lot more mobile video stuff. Again, it's one of those content pieces we'll be adding to the channel, and so yeah, I would recommend it. Then again, most of the phones out there today are phenomenal. So whatever you get, it's going to be pretty good. Okie dokie. Okay. Debanchu back in the house. How to become a comic book creator. Look at what all the other successful comic book channels out there are doing and model that in your own style. That's what you got to do, and then put the work in. Upload on a consistent, regular basis. So, Mr. says, what happens if you send a highlighted message? Does it mean you send money? Yes, because he'll see it's got 610 JPY or a little yen symbol in there. So, yes, that is called a super chat. And so, Angelica has sent some moolah. Okay. Mervyn says the iPhone 12 Max has cinematic mode. Yes, and so does the 12 Pro Max. So does the 12 Pro. I didn't get the Max because I like to have some room in my pocket. But yeah, the 12 Pro has the cinematic mode, which is quite good. How much people are going to use it is meh. I'm not convinced it's going to be a huge thing. That's why I got the 12. The 12. That's why I got the 13 to test out the cinematic mode. But you can only do cinematic mode in 1080p. You can't do it in 4K. So it might, like, if it sticks around for 14, then I would say it would go up to, you could do cinematic mode in 4K. Like might be 15. I don't know. Again, we have to see if the cinematic mode sticks around. Okay. Angelica says, "Thank you're very welcome. I'm not happy about the ads on my channel. Thank you for answering my question. You are very welcome indeed. So yes, you'll be getting those yen back as soon as you get to 1,000 subs and 4,000 hours of watch time, and those ads will help you get there. Okay. Oh, doke. Interesting question. Interesting question. I grew up to 300 subscribers, but channel seemed to stall. Recommendations. I have a nomad travel channel. What are those videos that were quite successful that you haven't made more videos like that? That's the first place to start. Those are the videos. That's the style of content that your audience obviously came in for. Make more videos like that. It might be a different country or it might be a different location, but make videos in that style or go back to that location. Maybe do a follow up of those videos. Test it and find out. Because what you're doing, there's a disconnect from what they came in with and what you're creating now. It seems to be what's happening without taking a look at the channel. But that's what typically is the situation. Okay, Vishal is asking, I got to know about cash cow channels on YouTube, like top 10 videos or facts related videos. Would you recommend it? I kind of like cash cow business model. They can work very well. What I would recommend is that they do require a lot of research. So whether you do it or you get someone else to do it, irrespective, you do need the research done. I know Nick Nimmin started out as a facts channel. He started doing a facts channel and then moved into the YouTube how to YouTube space, and that's where he really blew up. But for him, it was a lot of research went into each video first. So yeah, the research is the thing with those channels. So if you like the research or can get somebody to do the research for you, then it can work, and it will take some time for that to grow for you. Missy is asking, what's a super sticker? Do you have to send money for that? Yes, you do. It's just like a super chat, but it's slightly different. So yes, you just get a sticker and you pay some moolah for that. And then she says, I really know nothing, do I? I wouldn't say that. Marvin says, giveaway time. Nope, there's nothing to give away this week. Nothing to give away this week. Because I would have said at the beginning of the video, of the live stream, of what we were giving away. I didn't, so we don't have a giveaway. Okie doke. Ian has to go. Oh my goodness, Ian has to go. So he's going to catch the replay. Thank you very much, Ian, for your contribution. Great to see you. Hope to see you in person very, very soon. Okie dokie. So last question for this evening. Please can review people in the chat channel so you can say if you have anything to improve. We don't do reviews on this channel anymore. We used to do them. We might do it in the future, but currently we're not doing that. Then why does it have giveaway in the title? Because I copied and pasted from the last live stream and I did update it. It shouldn't be there anymore. It should be how to grow your YouTube channel 2021. So yeah, so my mistake. So yes, I didn't realize that it said suburban. I saw, well, it was there before, but it ain't there now. I changed the title. Okie dokie. So Miss Mayhem got to go and have her tea. So I'm going to have a tea and lemon. So thank you very much. Essie Street says, you jumped my question. Well, I don't know what your question is because I can't jump back. Put your question in the chat area if you want me to answer because I'm going to go very soon. Okie dokie. So Vishal says, I'm confused for choosing a good editing software between Premiere Pro or Final Cut or any other software for editing stroke clips. Editing stroke clips. What are stroke clips? I personally use Premiere Pro. If you obviously you're on Mac, if you're looking at Final Cut, because Final Cut only works on Mac. If you're on Windows, then Premiere Pro is the way to go. Premiere Pro works both Mac and Windows, so I would recommend that if there is a chance that you will be working on different platforms. So yeah, my personal preference is Premiere Pro. I do like it. I know people who like Final Cut like it more than Premiere Pro, but that's a personal choice. My personal recommendation is the Premier. Oh, joke. So SC Street has put the question in. So that is where we will leave it for this evening. Mervin's very excited for Christmas. Christmas came early. It came to him yesterday. So congratulations for that again. Thank you very much, everybody. Thank you for joining me on this Saturday stream. Thank you for your phenomenal questions. And I will see you next Saturday. We will hopefully have a giveaway. We've got some stuff to give away before Christmas, so I want to get that out to you as much as possible. So, oh, here we go. More questions coming in. Of course, when I go and wrap up, people throwing the questions. Is the new Apple Pro Mac worth it? You talking about the MacBook Pro? Well, put it this way: I'm buying one in the new year. So with the new M1 chip, it seems to be blowing computer speed out of the water. So I'm definitely buying one in the new year. My current MacBook Pro is only it's 3 years old, and it could go for another couple of years. But the MacBook Pro speeds and stuff like that look through the roof. So I'm definitely getting one of them. So if you can, I would probably recommend it. So yes, okie dokie. Okie doke. Right. So on that note, thank you again for joining me. I will again see you next week. We will have a video out this week. We'll have a review, product review, and then we will be giving that product away next week. So join me for that freebie, and I can be sending that to you next week. So thank you very much, and I will see you. And good night.